Yeah, well, thank you for coming once again. I wonder if you could, Miles Guo, ladies and gentlemen, if you watch Steve Bannon's War Room, is the guy on the break that's on the yacht that's bringing down the CCP. Can you explain to the audience a little bit? Sometimes stereotypes get embedded, and can you explain the difference between the CCP and the Lao Beijing, between the CCP and the Chinese people?
Yeah, so absolutely. And so Mr. Moscow and Steve K. Bannon, they're the first individuals to tell the entire Western society the big difference between the CCP and the Chinese people. Because remember, in communist China, people did not have a right to vote. There was no rule of law. There was no democracy. And it's a dictatorship. So the CCP came into power by force. It was not elected by the Chinese people. So how can you say that the CCP represent the Chinese people? And so the CCP hijacked China back in 1949, and they forced the original legitimate government retreat to Taiwan. That's why they hate Chiang Kai-shek and the Taiwan so much. They always want to say, hey, we want to reunify with Taiwan by force, because the existence of Taiwan as a Chinese society, but both based on the rule of law and democracy as a republic, really upsets the CCP. So the difference is that the CCP never represent the Chinese people. And so Mr. Moscow tried to help the Chinese people to become victimized again in the Western society, because the Chinese people are already the biggest victim of the CCP over the last almost 80 years. The CCP killed more than 80 million Chinese people during the non-war time and murdered more than 400 million unborn babies. And so that's atrocity. And now the CCP is coming to the West. And how did they come to the West? They have weaponized the America's mainstream media, social media. That's why our voices, Mr. Mao Guo lost his Twitter account from years ago. And all of our members, our voice against the CCP have also been censored in America's mainstream media and social media platform. And so increasingly, I'm feeling America, the country that I love, is becoming the country that I fled.